Squatchers episode
2-3.
23.
Yes, sir.
Jordan
here. The Jordan episode. What's happening?
Yes, sir.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
That was going to echo through there for a second. Give me a second. There we go.
There you go.
Got it.
There's some music playing here.
What's happening?
Another day, another week. Another week closer to NFL Week 1.
Yes, sir.
So close.
I got a phone.
Close. Hey, got her.
I got my phone. And I got this phone.
Oh, man. Love to see it.
9 o'clock means 9 o'clock, bro. I don't know what to say.
That's right.
Oh, man.
That's correct.
What's up, boysies?
Oh, we here.
Counting the days down, man. Counting the days down. We got T-minus, what, 10? No.
9 days.
Yeah.
9 days.
9 days.
Yes, sir. 9 whole.
Chiefs, Lions.
Yeah.
Now, I think we've all agreed that we think Detroit's going to have a better year than they've had in a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember when you were the Super Bowl defending champ and you played that first game, because they always do, they put you against a good-ass team.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like kind of a cupcake thing. Like, this game's going to be 42-38 because neither of these defenses are any good. But
Right.
It was always like, I swear there was at least 2 circumstances when the Steelers played the Patriots after they won the Super Bowl first week.
Yeah.
I know we got blown out. What you you remember? False start, everybody but the center.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Detroit's defense is even worse than last year.
Well, they acquired C.J. Gardner-Johnson in the offseason, but he's out for the year. So
Yeah, that's rough.
That'll hurt.
Yeah.
That's tough. Well, let's roll into it. We'll get some viewers as we go through, so we'll make sure we're live everywhere. See if we're good on TikTok, Facebook. Make sure we're live on there. Yep, we are live on there as well, so we are good to go. Why don't we let's just kick it off with some sake.
Get right into it.
Let's get right into it.
I didn't even stretch my legs today, bro.
Hey, listen, episode 23, man. It's got to be getting higher. It is time for kicking it with lip.
Woo! Woo! Good weekend, boys. I'm going to be honest with you. I did not watch a lot of soccer. I had a fantasy draft on Saturday, so I was preoccupied for mostly all of those games. I was working during the Luton-Chelsea game, but I don't think anybody's surprised by that outcome on Friday. So let's pull them up. Let's just look at it and talk about it. Because, I will say I did rush home from PA for that Liverpool game. And, was it worth it? But we'll get into that in a second. Johnny out here looking like a genius 3 games into the season. West Ham sitting number 2. Ian retaining the fandom of the Spurs. What has happened? Although they did lose, they got knocked out today in the Carabao Cup.
Didn't know they played.
Yeah. So the big tournaments every year are obviously the ones that are European centered. But in the well, not just the Premier League, but all of England, you have the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, where anybody can play anybody. And Tottenham lost to Fulham on pens today. So, yeah, just
because they don't watch
those 2 cups. Not a lot of. I mean, they'll still play their starters, especially the later it gets, because when you have a chance at winning the title. But it's really a chance just for all the clubs, but especially the bigger clubs, to look at some of their academy players that they have rostered,
Right.
and play them. So I wouldn't read too much into it, especially with it being this early in the season. But
Yeah.
I mean, City gonna City. You know what I mean? They just
For sure.
they're just better. They're just better. I watched the tail end of their game on Sunday. It's close. They ended up pulling away with it, which they're just going to outlast you. Like the subs that they bring in are starting caliber players on arguably the other 19 teams in the Premier League. So
Yeah.
fresh legs and
Yeah, like you said, they're just good.
yeah, they're just good. Nothing warms my heart like seeing Man United at the middle of the table.
Mm-hmm. Take that L.
That is great. All right, guys, I can't hold in my excitement anymore. We can cover some other stuff in the Prem, but I got to tell you all about this fucking Liverpool game. Did y'all watch it?
No, I saw it though.
Oh my God. So the
Out of town this weekend.
first half hour, we looked like absolute shit, right? Trent was playing terribly, picked up an early yellow card, and then had a pretty blatant foul that gave him a final warning. Honestly, could have been a red. So in the 25th minute, I think it was Sabo passed it back to him in the midfield. And it was just one of those, he got caught in two minds and the ball got through. And Newcastle player, Anthony Gordon, snuck through, had a clean run on goal and scored. So we're down 1-0 in the 25th minute. And then 3 minutes later, VVD, our captain, gets sent off with a red card. Someone played a ball into Alexander Isak. It was a nice ball. And Virgil came through to like sweep and kick it out, but he clipped Isak's right heel, took him out, and got a red because it was a clear path foul. So now we're down to 10 men. Fortunately, nothing came of that free kick. Second half, or the second part of the first half, they just kind of did what they had to do when you play with 10 men. You know what I mean? You control what you can control, but you just drop back. They went into a 4-1, put Mo up top, and they were just trying to weather the storm. They go into halftime, and it is what it is. The second half comes out, and we're the aggressor. We're moving the ball well, can't get anything cooking. And then they sub on Darwin Núñez in the 77th minute. So there's 13 minutes of game time left. 81st minute, scores, ties at 1-1. And then in stoppage time, Mo Salah just picks this beautiful pass out to him, puts him clear through on goal. He scores in the 90th minute +3 to give us a 1 win. That was the first time in the history of Liverpool, a club that's been around since the late 1800s, that they won a game in which they were a man down.
Damn.
And doing it against Newcastle, who hasn't beaten us in the last, I forget the number of matches. Last time they beat us in regulation in a Premier League game was 2015.
Wow.
So, yeah. That was huge. And then that picture I sent you guys of Klopp reacting to Newcastle's Gaffa was just gold. He should. Obviously, you just got red card. That 25th minute, they just scored the goal. And he looked over and hit him with one of these. And then when you walk off in St. James Park, it wasn't even at home at Anfield, and you just hit him with that shit, bro. That's so fucking bold. That's a season-defining game right there, because you're like, oh shit, okay, so we're gonna lose. We're dropping an early one, and then you get the tying goal, and you're like, all right, we're salvaging a point, and then you fucking win, bro.
Solid.
Stop playing with me. Doesn't get any easier for the Reds, though, unfortunately. As, season goes as the season goes. So let me see here. When's their next game? Probably Saturday.
Ian, scroll down here a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, so we're home against Aston Villa next this Sunday, and then there's a little bit of a break for international play with the tournaments and stuff, and then we're at Wolves, who aren't great, but always play us well. I don't care if it's the Prem. They knocked us out of the FA Cup last year. They always play us well. And then we got nearly league-leading West Ham. So, and then round out September with Tottenham. But dude, that game had me hyped.
That'll do it.
That game had me hyped.
Nice.
Arsenal keeping pace. So yeah, right now, boys, we're tentatively 3 because who knows who Ian's team is going to be by the end of the season. And 4-5. So,
Tottenham, baby.
yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I don't know if West Ham's going to sustain what they've done so far. I'll pull it up on my phone here and see what their matches have been to this point. So they,
I got you.
yeah, they drew against Bournemouth in the opener at Bournemouth. They beat Chelsea 3-1, and then they beat Brighton 3-1. So Brighton ain't bad.
Yeah, they're playing decent.
So that's pretty good. But oh, look at that. You did that too. That's fancy.
I did.
So yeah, I mean, again, it's early. Not that early. You're going to start to see it take a little bit better shape. Like Newcastle's not going to finish at 13.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked if they do because I mean, they had that incredible game 1 against Villa, but I don't know, boys. It got me hyped for the rest of the season, I'll tell you that.
That'll do it.
Mm-hmm. Did you watch Arsenal this week, John?
I watched it through like my screen, like up on like a betting site. That was about it.
Yeah. Did you make any money?
I didn't bet on it.
Oh, well, that's a shocker.
I haven't really been betting on soccer lately.
No?
No, I haven't watched. I mean, the season's young. It's kind of the same with football season to me too. Like when the season starts, I really just don't touch it. I mean, I still bet it a little bit, but I don't really go crazy on it.
Yeah.
Just because I want to feel out where these guys are at, you know?
I feel you. Not doing any Saki Lockies yet. And we'll say it's for that reason, but it's more so because I don't like it. But yeah, shout out to Arsenal. They were down a man against Fulham and were able to pull out a point. So
yeah.
Always good. Always good. The one thing that trips me up is like the most recent matches, when you look at their last 5,
Mm-hmm.
one that they played most recently is the furthermost left.
Yeah. Yeah, that is that. Yeah, I thought it was this one.
They do everything backward over there, dude. Like draws over the middle. They drive on the wrong side of the goddamn road. Together. Didn't you learn in the late 1700s that everything we do is superior? Yeah.
Who's your guys' next game against?
Liverpool's?
Mm-hmm.
Villa on Sunday.
The following Sunday?
No, this.
Oh, yeah, this Sunday. Okay, oh, yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Damn, Arsenal, man, you.
That'll be a good one. Old barn burner. Everybody's going to be, Saka and Rashford, who's better? It's Rashford, by the way.
Well, West Ham's going to get another win on Friday.
Did they play Friday? Luton?
They should.
Luton time?
They should. The tan.
The time.
The tan.
Yeah, I mean, there's some good ones Sunday for sure.
Yeah.
Sunday's a good card.
It's going to be a good match week.
I hope Nottingham can figure it out and beat Chelsea this week.
At Chelsea?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, they don't. Chelsea's just weird. Like, you trust them and then you don't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, you guys know my thoughts and feelings on them. So.
Yeah, exactly. Saturday's a decent card too. Like I said, Brighton and Newcastle's decent.
Ian going to give Burnley their first win in the Premier League this season?
I was just looking.
Yes, sir. Tottenham.
I love that you text me their chance that I know you just absolutely Googled.
I could hear them.
Oh,
and I was like, it sounds like the song.
I just see you sitting there like,
yes, I Googled it.
Chance.
Yes. Yes,
Hey,
I
Google,
Googled it.
what is Tottenham's song of choice? Let's see here. Oh, you guys are killing me. Yeah, it should be a good week of card. I mean, like I said, that Sunday game's gonna be good. regardless what you're a fan of, what team there. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
definitely will. Yeah, and then they just splashed in a game that only people that live in the region of
yeah,
Crystal Palace and Wolverhampton give a shit about.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just middle of the pack / bottom middle of the pack
It
team.
could be worse. It could be Sheffield United and Everton.
Yeah. Hey, someone's gonna get a point. Probably gonna be both of them. Everton hasn't scored a goal yet, bro.
Who?
Everton.
Oh, I know. I
hasn't
saw.
scored a goal all season.
Damn.
Hey, Sheffield United was my other dark horse in that, doing so well.
But
We'll see. Decent ones there.
Brighton Newcastle will be a good game.
Yeah, for sure.
Newcastle's going to come out so butthurt. Rightfully so. Rightfully so.
I mean,
And
you gotta.
it's not like Newcastle took their foot off the brake either. I'd be remiss if I didn't say this. Alisson had arguably the same of the season. This dude just blasted it from right outside the 18, and he just got two hands on it, up off the bar, onto the post, and then he just swatted it over the byline, and it went out for a corner. And then Almiron just came down with so much speed in the second half. He was coming down on the right, cut it back into his strong foot, the left, and then just hooked one, and it just hit the outside of the post. It's just, I mean, it was a great game. It was a great game. Wish you guys would have watched it. But yeah, go Reds, baby. Go Reds.
Some good games this week, Saturday and Sunday.
What's that?
So definitely some good matches this week.
Yeah. Yeah, there are. I mean, the
And then
biggest
some terrible ones.
anyone is going to be just keep pace with City. You know what I mean? They'll probably lose 2 games all season. They might go 33-5-2 or 33-3-2, which it's going to be hard to match that. You know,
You're not.
you don't know. You don't know. I mean, it's been a while since there was a 100-point scorer in the Prem.
Right.
They've come close. The season that they barely beat us, it was like 99, 98, 97.
Right.
We wanted it was 97, 96. So been close. It's not easy to do, especially with all that football they're going to be playing. They're playing, in the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup,
Right.
Yeah.
Champions League, where they're going to go hard for because they're the defending champs. They finally got over the hump last season. So we will see. But I mean, I don't know if you guys got anything else for kicking it with Lip, but there was some other under the radar good sports on Sunday that I found on TV.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So after the Liverpool game ended, I was just channel surfing and I saw Our Lady of Good Counsel against St. Edwards. And I was like, oh, I'll check it out because St. Edwards is a powerhouse up here in Cleveland, but it's also a team that my high school played against when I was at Central in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched that game, 7-7 game, and then halftime happens. St. E's comes out, goes on like a 7-minute, 20-second drive to start the second half, and then just dominated the rest of it. Which got me to start. I started looking around on Max Preps. You guys know that website for high school?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's called Max Preps. And you have almost any high school sport that you can think of and almost any team that you can think of.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this Friday, we're going to the Mentor Riverside game, which Riverside is the school district we live in. Sausage just started school over that way. And Mentor is also a powerhouse program up here, but they're D2, whereas St. Edwards is D1. It's where Mitch Trubisky went to high school.
Yeah.
Real big school. So we're going to that game on Friday. But I also learned that Central is playing St. Ignatius up here on Friday too. So now I'm like, damn, I kind of want to go to that game. I got tickets and it's right down the road. So I'm not going to the west side of Cleveland to watch high school football when I don't have a horse in the race.
Right.
You want to put together an over-under.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
That was a cool game. But then after that concluded, I started channel surfing. And I didn't even know that it was going on. It was the Little League World Series championship.
Oh yeah.
National championship. Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I watched the rest of it, and goddamn, I'm glad I did.
Dude,
So I click it on. It's the top of the 5th. 1 on, 1 out. California's beating Curacao 5-1. Curaçao's at bat. Kid walks a runner, and they pull him. And then they bring in another pitcher. He got through 11 pitches, walked a guy, and then got the next count full. And then actually, I was actually kind of impressed by this as a 12-year-old kid, because I know when I played ball, I'm not getting off that mound for anything. You got to pry me off of that. He referenced over to the bench, told him to come out. His arm was like tightening up on him, so he got out of there. Like, bravo, great wherewithal. So they bring in now the third pitcher of the inning, and he faces the batter 3-2. Kid singles into right field. So now it's bases loaded, 5-1. And then next kid comes up. It's their leadoff, strikes him out. So now we're 3-2, 2 outs. Gets this kid to a 2-2 count. Yeah. Homie went Oppo Taco grand slam to tie the game in the top.
Wow.
Of yes. Obviously, Curaçao's going crazy, screaming shit in Spanish that I don't understand. I'm like, all right, cool. We're watching this now. Like, we're watching this.
Mm-hmm.
And, the bottom of the 5th comes around. California doesn't score. Top of the 6th comes around, and now they put in the pitcher that pitchers said that they should have put in the whole time. Kid's first name was Brooks. I don't know. That's the only reason I remember is because of you. But he goes 1-2-3 inning on him, and then they come up to bat. And they're talking about it's the 2-3-4 meat of their lineup. And they're talking about the number of home runs that have been hit, because obviously that's what you're going to do. Bottom of the final in the championship title game. The kid that comes up to bat, the 2-hitter, and the 3-hitter who immediately follows him had 4 and 3 home runs respectively. Any other team that was in that competition, whether they were the international or USA side, combined for 5. Yeah. So these guys combined for more home runs. First pitch fouls it off. Second pitch, boink, left field, walk-off winner at the Little League World Series, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Oh, cherries.
Dude, we were sitting there at work talking about it, and I was like, dude, what do you dream as a 12-year-old? To be at the Little League World Series and hit a walk-off, and be in a championship game?
Yeah. I don't care what happens to you for the rest of your life. People are going to forget about that. You're never going to forget about that. No one on that team, no one on that coaching staff, no one in the stands, but especially that kid. No matter, you could stop playing baseball yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to forget how awesome that was.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, it was gas. I was happy for that kid. I was.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
PA was in it. Ohio was in it. So obviously, certain affinities for teams in there, but they both got it on. But yeah, dude, that's got to be so dope. And his parents are happy crying. He's happy crying. The coach is happy crying. I'm happy crying. And it was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
All the happy cries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's picking it with lip, transitioning into a wacky Sunday. Johnny, back to you with degenerate gambling ideas.
Degenerate gambling. Well, as we know, football season's upon us.
Segue.
Yes, sir. Football season on us. Ian, I don't know if you can share this. I'll kick it in here. We can kind of pop through it.
Don't share anything on your Surface. You're going to freeze up, and then we won't be able to talk to you for the next 15 minutes.
I won't.
All right, attaboy.
Are you sending me a link, or are you sharing it yourself?
Or if you're on your computer, just pull up FanDuel.
Doug, I'm not sure when that came through, but you're right. Absolutely no love.
Into the 5th. There goes the under for the Pirates game.
What?
I took the under first 5 in the Pirates game.
Did it hit?
Yeah.
Woo.
It scored 1 run.
Oh, and it still hit?
Yeah. Yes, it did.
All right. NFL. Okay. Sharing screen. Coming in hot.
Slingshot. Engage.
Right, trash bag.
So go down the regular season wins. It should be down right there.
This right here.
What?
Smells delicious.
If you're over on the tab where it says win totals up top.
I am absolutely lost right now. More NFL.
Should be win totals up top.
Got it. Regular season?
Yeah, right there. Boom. You got to expand out by team, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to do everybody, but we can do.
I mean, it was,
once.
to be honest with you.
Wait. Let me just ask a question real quick.
Mhm.
Are we guessing what the lines are set at, or
No,
are we just saying what we think?
I mean, we can before we expand it. I already know
Well,
what
I like it.
Read through all 32 of these teams pre-pod.
I did.
All right.
That's what I'm saying.
kinda
I
know
already know where
Arizona
they're at.
already.
All right. We can just say over under.
I'll start with Arizona. Are they still at 4.5?
They are. So
Under.
they're at my line of under. So obviously I have it's 6 legs, and once we go through them, I'll tell you that they're on it.
6 legs?
Yeah.
Wow, walking's got to be so much fun.
For the
Octopus.
for the whole season, I got them at 5.5 though.
You got them at 5.5?
Yeah,
You placed a bet on them at 5.5,
correct.
and you took the under.
Correct.
That a boy.
Yeah, so that I had
They're
the under
tanking.
there. Dude, they might win 2
They're
games.
absolutely tanking.
They might win 2 games, and that's because like maybe their defensive player accidentally does a pick 6.
I don't even know who their starting quarterback is.
It's going to be Josh Dobbs
Yeah,
Who they just got 27 minutes ago.
because they cut Colt McCoy.
How they cut Colt. I should have known that they got Josh Dobbs because I just had a conversation about it with someone at work. Because obviously it's all Browns fans up here.
dude, they were showing their starting roster the other day, and it's bad.
Rondell Moore.
Brown, baby.
Rondell Moore,
Marquise
James
Brown.
Conner.
Yeah, Marcus Brown. That's it.
Yeah, but you don't even count Brown because Dobbs is gonna be able to get the ball to him.
Yeah.
Bro, Dobbs is serviceable.
He can handle it.
He's
He can throw,
serviceable.
but he can't throw it deep.
The adjective for him as a quarterback.
So yeah, definitely under there. The next one I definitely have the under on as well. Their schedule's light, but 8.5 is just crazy.
Wow.
That's just insane to me,
What do they think? Bijan's going to run for 3,000 yards?
dude. I don't know, but yeah, that's my late at 8.5.
So he ain't got no JT.
Yeah. I mean, I think they could be like sneaky, not good, but I think they could surprise a couple people, but I don't think they're anything.
No.
I don't think their 9 wins good.
They could go 5-1 in the division.
Yeah.
No.
Split with the Saints, sweep everybody else.
I think any team they play, I don't know how their defense is, but I think they'll at
Their
least
defense is
compete.
mediocre at best, but they're going to be on the field a ton.
Yeah, but I think they'll at least compete. Like it won't be like a walk; it will be a cakewalk. But they're not going to win 9 games.
For me, the biggest thing for Atlanta, obviously, what's their O-line like?
Right.
Mhm.
Because Desmond Ridder didn't show you anything that says he can improvise.
Mhm.
So, yeah, under sounds good.
Yeah, they're in the line. This next one, I didn't.
Under.
You want to click it?
Yeah, you can build it if you want.
Oh, yeah. Let's put $1 on it. We'll match whatever Twitch donations we get.
I did not touch this next one. I still think this is also high to myself, but I didn't touch it for Baltimore.
Dude, here's what's going to happen with Baltimore. If Lamar's healthy, it's over. If he's not, it's under.
For sure. And that's
Yeah.
why I didn't touch it.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I'm saying under because they're in our division. Fuck them.
Under. I'm with it. What'd you take, McCoy?
I didn't put it in the line, but I have them under.
Under. All right. We can't parlay these together anyway.
Yeah,
They're all
don't.
singles.
Yeah, I would say don't put them in there anyway. I'll show it so people can see what the. Oh, it won't show it anyway, I guess.
Sorry, guys. Chris won't let me put a mini fridge in the office, so.
Yeah, under there, and then we're on what Buffalo. I'll tell you this: when we go through this, you guys will see a lot of these lines are set really high.
I'm going
Like-
over.
Yeah, Buffalo is definitely going to be there, but you'll see when we come through a lot of these that these teams have some of these good teams this year they play each other a lot.
Yeah.
So that's what I took into account when I looked at a lot of these lines. Where you at now?
Carolina.
So they are in my thing for under. That is part of my parlay because they are not winning 3 games.
I think 7 is a pretty good spot for them.
They are by far, I wouldn't say the worst this year, but they're going to be in the bottom 3 of worst teams this year.
So you think there's going to be 2 teams in the bottom 3 in the NFC South?
No.
Oh, did you just forget Tampa's a team?
Yeah.
I mean,
So
yes,
you have them under.
but I think it's more than 3. I think they're a 6 or 7 win team.
I think it's under.
I think they're only winning our
Like,
division
right.
is maybe to Atlanta.
Interested to see this one.
Da Bears.
This is a good one.
Over.
I have the over for sure in this one.
Yeah. Taking over here too.
They'll win 9. They'll go 9-8.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. I mean, that division,
Wide
Be
open.
interesting.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wide open. Wide open. The way Jordan Love looked in the preseason, they could be pretty decent. Again, it's preseason football, but he looked good.
And with the way the NFC is, there could be 3 NFC North teams in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota's making the playoffs. Detroit still, in my mind, is going to win the division.
Yeah, this is going to be a division. I mean, that NFC is going to be, depends on what happens, with the Cowboys division. If they all beat each other up again this year.
Yeah, besides Washington.
Yeah.
Cincinnati.
Nice. Fairly Odd Parents reference.
So this one, I mean, dude, I actually have the under in this. Back to what like I just said about a couple of these teams, they play a lot of tough teams this year.
They do, but since you could go 2-4 in the division and still finish with
If they go 2-4 in the division, they're not finishing where you think they are, not with the teams they play.
Yeah. See, my biggest thing is they opened the season in Cleveland and Burrow's like 1-5 against the Browns.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's not the consensus on here, but to me, the Browns are the worst team in the AFC North, and he can barely beat them.
Right.
Right.
So Ravens, Bengals is always so.
Right.
Steelers, even at their worst, still split with Cincinnati. So
Yeah, I'm not saying they don't win 12 games. I just don't see what their schedule this year. I'd see them at 10 and 11 wins right there.
can I do push?
12 wins is hard, dude.
I mean, they were 12-4 last year, right?
Yeah, because without the one missed, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot harder schedule this year. Next one. Do the Browns have 9 or 10?
Right, under.
9.5 under.
Under.
What we do with Cincinnati? What would we choose there? Under, over?
I have under.
I'm leaning over, but under's fine.
Yeah, I'll go under. Browns under.
Hard under.
Yeah, I mean,
Who is
Deshaun
it?
Watson does not look like he's ready to be a quarterback. Yeah. The Browns and the Broncos are in the same place right now. Except the Browns might be worse.
What do you have, Matt? John, 14 wins?
Pretty close. No, I have them at 9. 9 or 10 right there.
14-3, winning the AFC, knocking off the Chiefs for the number 1 spot.
Knocking them off.
Super Bowl champs.
Yeah, I don't know about Super Bowl chance, man.
Bro, you have them winning the division.
Yeah.
They're not going to win the division at 9 or 10 wins.
At 10 they will.
No,
No.
bro.
See, they're gonna hate on this.
No.
Oh my
Because they're gonna
Not
get the
hating.
Steelers, they're like, they win 13 games.
It's just factual. They're not going to win the division in 9 games.
You are.
No, I said 10.
games.
No,
I
I
have
know.
them
They're not going to
right
win the 10.
But the Bengals 12-4 last year. They missed that game.
Yeah.
What do you have him at, Miller? You're a Browns fan, but you've also been very rational every time we've had these conversations. What do you think?
They have an easier schedule than Cincy.
We got next Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
9.5.
Over.
I don't even know who they play.
It's the same thing every year with Dallas. I don't even need to see their schedule. They
Nope.
get to 11 or 12 wins, and everybody's like, "Oh, this is Dallas this year." Then
And
they
they lose the playoffs.
playoffs because Dak Prescott's their quarterback. It just is what it is.
Denver.
So I don't know if this changed. John, you might know this a little bit better. If they had this set at 8.5 and Jerry Jeudy wasn't missing the minimum first 4 weeks of the season,
Right.
I'd be screaming over. Now, I'm still going to say over because they have Sean Payton, and Russell Wilson can't have a worse year than he did last year.
No.
He can't.
He can match it.
But he could double it and still.
Here's the thing. We've talked about it on here before. If Denver scored 17 points last year per game, they would have won so many more games. And
Yeah, no, for sure.
Patrick
I don't know
Surtain
if
is top 3 best corner in the league. I'm going over.
but they didn't get better on offense besides hiring Sean Payton.
Right.
They don't have Tim Patrick. Jerry Judy's hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cortland Sutton. Javonte Williams is back. That's all he's going to get hurt again.
Yeah. It's even, and no matter what, just even on paper, talent wise, they're still at best the 3rd best team in their division.
Mm-hmm.
So if they can steal a couple wins, like if they maybe pull one out at home against the Chiefs and then split with the Chargers, then yeah, it's a lock for that. But I'll still go over. Well, yeah, but if my grandmother had wheels, she would have been a bicycle. So
that's the thing I've been hearing all the whole off season is if Watson gets back to his 2020 form, then he'd be fantastic.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
sure, but I mean that's 2020. It's 3 years ago.
it's a long,
22 sexual assaults ago.
Oh, 27.
So we'll see what happens. So we're going over, right? We decided there.
Yeah.
I mean, it can go either way, but over safe. Lions 9.5.
Who are you on?
Detroit.
Okay.
I mean, they're my pick to win the division. I'm going over. Because Minnesota, I think Minnesota wins at minimum 11 games this year. So I'm just sticking true to what we did on our first episode when we picked the division winners. But I do think 10 wins is very plausible for this team.
Yeah. Miller, I hear you, but Pickett and Watson are different conversations.
Yeah. And now the NFL, it's not a defensive thing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boys, I just got a text. Crystal won her first game.
Hey!
Airport ladies volleyball. 1-3 on the season, baby. Let's go.
Nice.
Let's go.
All right. Who we got here?
Next is Green Bay Packers.
This is going to be the one that I think, unfortunately, they're going to be the team that finished probably last this division.
Under Chicago?
Huh?
Under Chicago?
Yeah.
I agree.
But it's also like 7.5 is still a tough spot. You know what I mean? I'm probably going to lean towards the under.
I think I got 7 wins.
You have them at 7 and 10.
I have them right at pretty much 7.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? As much as it hurts me to say out loud, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think they're right at 7.
I mean, Minnesota takes them twice. Chicago and Detroit have that split, you know?
I don't know if Minnesota takes them twice. I don't know. They didn't last year.
Yeah, I hope they do this year.
I mean, granted, the second time they played was meaningless for Minnesota, but right here, locked Jefferson.
Yeah.
Final week of the season, or not final week of the fantasy season.
Houston.
Under.
Yes.
Way under. Is -3 wins an option?
Yeah, Houston and Arizona are going to be battling for last place.
Yeah, they're on the list.
And that's crazy because the Texans have had 3 top 5 picks in the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild, bro. I think their defense is going to be better. And again, the AFC
Yeah, but they're not getting 7 wins.
Jacksonville is pretty wide open.
Right.
But yeah, it's just you got to protect Stroud, man. And right now they can't.
Right. Well,
Under.
oh, yeah.
Is generous.
I say Houston and Arizona going to be battling, but Indy's going to be probably right there with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
While we're on this team, when does JT come back? Does he?
I don't know if he does.
Not now, not after what they said about him.
He can't for at least the first 4 weeks.
Yeah.
They got to trade him by week 8.
Yeah, no shot. He comes back.
They could.
I wouldn't.
That could also, his career could also be effectively over because they can just not play him all year and then slap the franchise tag on him next year.
Yep.
I mean, that's handcuffing yourself as a franchise, and I don't know if you want to be that petty, but like, bro, look at Jim Irsay.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just
done.
I feel like he went in and just saw what the other running backs were doing, and then was like, you know what? They're getting paid this much. I feel like I should get paid this much, but they were just in completely different situations.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he was getting paid $5 million, but this was also what, his third season. So, like, he didn't have any. He had no leverage whatsoever.
Right.
Like, he couldn't even say like, "Oh, I dominated last year." He didn't.
Right.
Just a bad move. I don't know who his agent is, but might want to get a new one.
Yeah, he doesn't have that one anymore.
No, they didn't play that very well.
Here's the other lay that's in my card.
Jacksonville.
Over.
I agree.
They're in
I
11.
agree. Yep.
So I'll tell you this, like, normally I'm like an over, like when you bet the over under, like I enjoy the over, right? Because the under's a sweat when you're betting an actual just game, right? You need to just fail miserably the whole time, right?
Yeah.
But so you love the overs. But for a season play, overs are tough because if they lose one game, you're like, I'm running out of games.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
All right. Well, 16 more.
Yeah.
So
But yeah.
far, I know we're not quite half through, but Cincinnati's had the highest at 11.5 for their line.
Did we do?
Buffalo-
they're coming up next. Sorry,
Buffalo was 10.5. Yeah. Cincinnati was the highest.
We're getting up 'cause we're getting to the Chiefs right now.
Yeah, they're 11.5, I believe, too.
Oh, are they?
I think if I remember right, it was the Chiefs, Eagles, and Bengals that were all 11.5.
Over. Over. Like,
Absolutely.
I have
I'm never taking under the Chiefs as long as Patrick Mahomes is that quarterback.
Yeah, no.
Raiders.
So this one was
This is
in my
interesting.
original. This was in my original way when I was making my bet. I had the under.
Mhm.
Really?
I did have
It's
the under,
interesting.
and I actually took them completely out of it.
If you're gonna make a parlay, I would not have this. I would not have them in your parlay.
Yeah, I had them. I was like Raiders under. Casey was like trying to convince me. He's like Raiders under, and I'm like, dude, the division. I'm like, I don't know. Like they could get lucky in that division.
I think
He's not terrible.
he's a game manager. I mean, that's what we were talking about before. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Like Josh Jacobs is back. They have Devontae.
Right.
Like he's still there. He's Devontae
Like I
Adams.
said, it was in the line, but when you're talking 6 legs, I was like, you're gone.
Yeah. And they still have Max Crosby on defense. I don't know who else they really have on defense.
I'm gonna say over, and they win 7-8 games.
I mean, you can convince me for that. I would say 7, but I mean they could squeak out some.
Yeah,
We have the Broncos over 8.5.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the Chiefs, we have over 11.5. The Chargers are next, and I don't want to see it, but they've got to be at least 9.5.
that's dead on what they're at.
Don't know if everybody in that division finishes above 7 wins, but I also Jones gets the credit he deserves as a QB.
So as a schedule, though, for those other 3 outside of the Chiefs, they kind of have, I wouldn't say cupcake, but they're easier schedules.
Well, yeah, because they finished so poorly in the division last year.
Right.
Like, when you finished the year before,
Right.
it's who you play the next season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, under.
And that's why this is the exact reason why this came out of my parlay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I don't want to give you the satisfaction of saying that the AFC West is better than the AFC North.
Under.
I'm saying
John, what'd you have, Matt?
I had him at 7 or 8.
You have a 7 or 8. That's
Yeah.
kind of where I have them too.
take the over. That's majority rules.
And this other one was the same thing. They didn't go in the line because I had them right at 9.
Oops.
Oh, I was like the Chargers. No. Oh wow.
So I said,
9.5.
you had it.
I said 9.5. I still think they're a good team, dude.
Yeah.
You added another weapon on offense. Eckler's not going anywhere. At least not.
What did you say they were, Jimmy? How many wins?
At least double digit. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would
If
definitely.
their offense can stay healthy.
Like I said, I have them right at 9, but I mean, I could definitely say they go over instead of under.
Yeah, if their offense stays healthy, you got Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Quentin Johnson, Eckler, Herbert throwing to him. Like,
can Joey Bosa stay healthy?
Dude, quit.
that, yeah.
God, dude.
Yep. Yeah. He's going to be a stud.
Yeah.
All right, over. Rams.
Who
Was
knows?
last year an anomaly?
Who knows? Who knows? But
I think
Is that half over?
they're still under.
There's no one in that division besides San Francisco. Seattle's going to be okay. I'm not going to.
I mean, they should be able to squeak out 7.
Yeah. You got 2 free wins automatically against
Right.
Arizona.
Yeah.
So
I'm
you're
under.
almost a third of the way there.
Yeah.
I'm going over.
Yeah. I'm gonna go
I'm thinking over, too. Dolphins.
Yeah.
That's a hard one too. Golly.
If Tua wasn't the quarterback, this would be an easy answer.
Yeah. Well, yeah, of course. You could say that about a lot of the teams, but yeah.
He could.
Yeah. I mean, he's also one concussion away from
He's
living
done.
retirement.
Yeah.
So I'm going under simply because their starting running back, albeit in a committee, is 31 years old.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I don't care. Yes, you have Tyreek. Yes, you have Jalen Waddle. If you don't have a reason for anybody to stack the box, welcome to double team hell. Teams are going to run the nickel package on you all day, every day. And
Yeah.
what it is, you know? It's like, look at this. Look at what happened to the Steelers last year. The exact opposite. Everybody
Mhm.
stacked the box because they knew they didn't have anybody, whoever was the starter, that could really throw the ball at a high clip.
Mhm.
So, well, you see Najee Harris with over 300 carries and less than 4 yards per carry.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I can be convinced of under for them as well.
Yeah. I think they're a good team. I think they're definitely
Mm-hmm.
a playoff caliber team. I just don't know if they get there.
I mean, they're facing the Bills, the Pats, and the Jets.
Yeah.
And I think at best they split with all of them.
Yeah, I agree with that. 3-3 in the division. That's
Mhm.
like you said, at best.
At best, right?
Yeah, I'm going under. John, what you have?
I have them under.
All right.
Yep.
Woo! 3 undies.
Go team.
This,
All right,
is, this is in the
Vikings.
way, baby. This was to me, almost a no-brainer.
Yeah, that's
Over.
double bet the over.
Yeah, they are in my lay.
That's wild, bro. What happened up there that they have them at such a low line? It's
Dalvin
not.
Cook left. That's about it.
It's not.
No. That's where it is everywhere, too.
Wild.
New England.
I have them under.
I have under 2.
Yeah, I mean, they cut Bailey Zappi today. Their hopes are dashed.
Yeah.
Yep.
They cut
Yeah.
Malik Cunningham, too. Who's their backup?
They're probably gonna sign somebody.
Will Greer, baby.
They probably don't have one right now.
Will Greer?
Imagine.
I don't know. That he got cut by Dallas. He's going to get signed by someone.
I can't believe he got cut by Dallas. I was literally just watching their preseason game.
So they let him what their deal was. I guess that they already knew before, obviously, that they were getting Trey.
Yeah.
So they told Will he could have the whole game to pretty much make a case for him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good.
I mean, it's good, but it's also stupid by your own team to do that. But whatever.
I guess.
Saints.
Whoa. Wow.
9.5 wins.
Yeah, where's that music at? It's hella loud.
It is really loud. I don't know why I got so loud.
What is?
Oh, inside the music.
Oh, the music.
Yeah.
Push it up a little bit too.
Dude, they got it. I don't know.
I'm going over. I think I had sticker shock initially, but I don't know. You can win that division at 9-7 too. You know, fuck, you could win at 8-9. No, I said over first. I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, I have them under.
Do you?
Oh man, you gonna leave it up to me?
Yeah, well, duh, bro.
Bro, your quarterback's still between Derek Carr and Jameis Winston. I love Derek Carr, but damn.
Not between anything. It's Derek Carr.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
How long is Kamara suspended for?
First 4 games.
3.
First 4.
3, sorry.
3. Oh, 3.
While he's contemplating, John, what do you think their win total is?
It's 8 or 9.
Yeah.
I'm going over.
I mean, they're
When I say over, I think they're at 10.
gonna probably go 5 and 6 in our division at least.
5-1.
Yeah, well, 5 of the 6. Yeah,
Oh, 5 of.
yeah,
They've been playing a lot of division games.
right. They wish.
Wait, so you think they go 5 and 6 in the division and still finish under 9.5?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a bold move, Cotton.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's. I mean, obviously, that's.
Yeah.
7.5 for the Giants.
This was a low one, I felt, but I don't know.
I think over.
Yeah, I'd say over too.
Yeah, 7.5 is a weird line for them.
That's disrespectful, honestly. What did they get in the playoffs last year? 9-7,
Yeah, they were.
or 9-8, or 10-7?
I thought they had 10 wins.
You know what? I want to say 10-7.
I think they had 10 wins last year.
What's that?
Yeah.
They had 10 last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a slap in the face right there, huh?
A little bit.
They didn't lose anything.
Nobody respects Danny Dimes.
No, they never will. Next one, I mean, dude. I don't know.
I'm going under.
For what? The Jets?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big ass improvement.
Not really. Didn't they were 7-10 last year, or 8-9? You look.
I'm taking over.
Yeah, you know what? I think they do get 10.
Majority rules.
Just because, I mean, that division itself outside of one team.
They were 7-10 last year.
Okay.
Eagles 11.5.
Over.
I have under.
They did lose a lot on defense.
They lost a lot on defense, and they have one of the hardest schedules this year.
Yeah. Whatever, mommy. Sticking with what I said. Over.
Yeah, it was funny. I was watching this TikTok today, and it was this podcast, and they have a guy on their podcast that's a Dallas fan. And beforehand, he's like, not being biased or anything. I'm like, yeah, that's a biased fan all day. He goes through their schedule, and it's not, dude, their schedule's tough.
Yeah, but they're really good.
They're
No,
really good.
I'm not saying
I'm
they're not
going over.
good. I'm just saying that's like, I'm talking, it's rough.
That's too many.
We can't do any more?
Oh, bag.
Hey, like 20 in a parlay right now.
We'll just start taking out
What?
other ones because we already saw them. I'm going over.
Over. Don't even need to look. No, they have it disrespectful as fuck.
8.5.
Oh. I mean, still over.
I'm taking over.
John, you're the only
That's
one.
saying it.
I'm not being biased or anything.
You guys can have your majority rules. That's my answer, and I'm sticking to it.
I'm taking over because our coach has not had a losing season in his career,
No, I think you guys are over that.
and we're better than last year.
Was that a unanimous over for the only Pittsburgh Steelers?
Love to see it.
Let's see if I'd be nice to you when we get to your team. Ooh.
San Fran.
This is a great
Uh-huh.
line.
This is a good line.
I still think they go over.
I'm going to say over with a caveat. Can I put an asterisk next to it?
Yeah, just like your trophy.
Win is a win is a win, bitch. I'll give it. That was a bar. Over, but they still lose week 1.
Who do they have? No, Jesus Christ.
Bro, that's what we do. That's what we do. We win games we have no business winning.
Where's
Bills
that?
2 years ago. Bengals last year. Niners
Is
this
it
year.
home or away?
Home. It's
We're
that
at
Steelers home.
Oh,
Which
okay.
is
Pittsburgh.
also a rarity.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you're
But
not-
Brock
No.
Purdy's also never lost a regular season start.
yeah, you're not winning in San Fran.
We're in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you wouldn't win if you were in San Fran.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We went into Buffalo, beat the Bills. Went into Cincinnati, beat the Bengals.
Dude, this next line is another one that's like dead on the spot too.
9.5. Oh, ooh. Yeah, I mean that's good. I would.
They're right at a 9-win team for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
it makes it harder now too because there's that 17th game.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm taking over.
Casey had them. Yeah, he had them over in our one parlay.
I think he's over also.
You don't have to expand it out, Ian. Jimmy, what do you think it is?
Oh, okay. I was saying, I thought you were saying, yeah, we're not showing it.
Baker's the starter. 6.5.
It's dead
That's
on.
how I was going.
Is that what it is?
Boom.
I love you, buddy, but I think you're a 6-win team, maybe. Maybe 7, but now again, that's actually a very well set line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I'll be honest. I'll give you the over.
I mean, we're winning 4 games in our division.
Sweeping?
I'll give you a 7.
Sweeping, getting swept by the Saints?
I mean, we played the Saints like shit in the regular season.
I know. That's why that wasn't a shot. Contrary to what normally it is.
No matter who is our quarterback, no matter who's on our team.
Brady was there. It happened. Yeah, you lost. Didn't you get swept? Your Super Bowl season, you got swept by them and then beat them in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
So, oh, dude, 6.5 is tough. Do I think you can win 7? Yes. Do I think if Kyle Trask is your quarterback, will you win 7? No.
No.
And keep with it. I mean, Baker's the first quarterback in the history of the NFL to start for 4 different franchises in under 2 calendar years.
For sure.
I don't think he lasts all season either, but I also don't think that would bode well for
That's
you.
have a very tough week 1 too. So
Who you got?
Minnesota.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah, that's good for me though, Ian. I got Jefferson against you, baby.
Who's your starting
Tough spot too. I
Who's your
had
number 1 corner?
the whole team's gonna be on him.
We got corners 1 through 5 on him.
Defense.
Yeah. 7.5. I have them under.
Yeah, you think they're gonna be that bad this year?
I think over.
Tennessee.
Yeah,
Yeah, I really do.
I think they're
I
a little
think
soft
over
on.
too.
I mean,
Bro, they played
I
the
think they're
Colts
gonna be-
Texans 4 times,
Mhm.
and
I know.
they still have Derrick Henry. Last year, I think happened the way it did because they lost AJ Brown. You didn't have a threat receiver, but isn't Traylon's out for the season, right?
Oh yeah, the receiver.
Or is he just out to start the season?
I know
You
he's
have to
out.
start, Steven.
Okay, I thought it was like when I read it, I think it was 6 to 8 weeks.
No, he's still there because I looked at the news because I drafted him in my 1 league because I was looking at him. Let me pull him up real quick.
Wow.
There he is. So he oh cool. They didn't give me any notes on him right now. He returned to practice on Monday.
Burks?
Yeah, Traylon Burks.
Oh, why did I think it was more serious?
I thought he was out.
He had it was his first practice since August 16th when he suffered an LCL injury.
Mm.
It wasn't too serious.
Oh,
Um,
well, it's the least CL of the
Yeah.
CLs. So.
Yeah.
Okay. The reason I asked that is because you want someone across from Hopkins, right?
yes.
Now, I'm not going to say that Hopkins, at this point in his career, is what A.J. Brown was and could have been for Tennessee
Mhm.
last year. But again, we talked about it with, teams that don't have a threat throwing the ball. You stack the box, especially with Derrick Henry. And he was hurt last year, so
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you the 8.
very plausible, man.
I'll give you the 8.
Yeah.
And it's really not like you said. Yeah, they got a decent team, but it's really that division.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Under.
Last one, flip a coin.
Flip a fucking.
Going under.
I think under too, man. Sam Howell,
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
they like him. Good for him. Why'd you get rid of Taylor Heineke?
I don't know why I returned hockey, to be honest.
He kept getting too many Jordans, dude.
He what?
He kept getting too many Jordans when he beat their teams, man.
That's savage, though, bro.
Mhm.
It was.
That's savage.
After you beat them, you buy your O-line Jordans with the team color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, under for sure.
Yeah, I don't really
That's
see
it, Phyllis.
You want the 6-legger? I probably gave you most of them during it, but
Yeah, the remove all these.
yeah.
All right, give me the regular season wins.
You can just go to the top. I'll give you straight from the top. It's really simple. Arizona's obviously under, but I have them at 5.5. I'll go in your order. Atlanta under, Carolina under, and then I have where are they at? Houston under,
H.
and then I have Minnesota and Jacksonville over.
Lock it in.
They probably won't give me the because I can't.
Yeah, I'll have to send you guys the odds because I didn't get to make it myself.
What are you placing this with?
I sent it to someone that has access to it.
Okay.
What are you looking at right now?
This
No,
is the 10
this
plus
is on
regular season
FanDuel.
games. This is FanDuel. Yeah.
What was Arizona's odds? Just curious.
Minus 142.
No. I'm sorry to win 10 plus.
Oh, 1,800.
That's generous. You could probably add another zero onto that.
I was gonna say you can make it like 30,000.
Yeah, they ain't winning. They ain't even touching 5 games.
Yeah, you could add another one.
That was the only one that was like a worry, just because it was so low.
Well, look
you
at
know what I
that
mean?
jump.
Yeah.
Massive jump.
Where do they have the Steelers?
They're like plus 140, I think. 136.
And they had their
Where's
what
the-
8.5?
Yeah. They have the Rams
There's
below
also, I
the
don't know if you
Colts
guys,
and the Commanders.
if you guys do use FanDuel, there is a bet out there. If you pick the Super Bowl winner, you get a $5 free bet per win they get this year.
Wow,
That's
that's
cool.
money on the Chiefs.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Right.
So I think they're plus 600 maybe. You put a $50 on them and to win 300 and you get your $50 back regardless.
Are they really that high? I mean, I know it's not one game, but it sounds steep for them.
Plus 6, right?
Plus 600. Yep.
Yeah.
It's them, then Eagles and Bills and Bengals, Niners, Cowboys, Ravens.
Cowboys. What's Arizona?
It's just crazy to
Is
see
this
Detroit on this
18,000?
list.
It's a lot.
It is 18,000.
18,000. 18,000, 18,000, 10,000.
It's just crazy to see Detroit up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that.
It's wild that the Browns have better Super Bowl odds than the Vikings.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Kirk in prime time.
True.
I mean, Baltimore.
Browns on a football field, though.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, if you guys, like I said, that's a good one to make. And if you want to pick, I mean, good. I mean, you might as well take the Chiefs, right?
Yeah, I mean, might as well.
Is there a minimum bet that you have to put?
I would honestly,
I think
the Chiefs
I
are big.
think it's $50.
50?
Yeah, it's just 50 flat is what you bet.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
there's only like 5 or 6 teams that you're comfortable, that you're confident in making your money back with.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it comes back to you in free bet, so you got to spend that way. But it is what it is. I mean, it's like almost like a risk-free kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, that team for sure. I mean, those top 2 Eagles. I mean, I wouldn't even be confident in there's no way I'm ever putting any kind of money on Dallas to win 10 games.
No.
They'll win 10 games. They're
So,
not-
I mean, Super Bowl, yeah, no.
I'm still not putting money on Dallas.
yeah.
Because also it's not about just getting the 10 wins, obviously, but
That's it right here.
I want to win the money too.
Right.
Okay, so you place a straight preseason wager on a team to win the Super Bowl and get bonus bets for each.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter who. They don't have to win the Super Bowl.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter who. That guy sent it to me, and he said it's right around 3 plus 3,000.
Nice. Cool.
So we'll see.
All right,
boys.
Cards are dog shit.
We're so close. So close. One more week. And then we got
Yes, sir.
all the content. All the content.
I sent out my stuff. Don't forget we got draft.
That's right. Next Tuesday's episode.
Yep.
Oh yeah, did we create that league?
Not
Not yet.
We can create it.
Let's
All
send it out
It's
tomorrow. And I'll tag if I can find it. If they're on Facebook, I'll tag them to join and then get the rest of them we'll fill out the rest of it.
We're doing it on Sleeper, yeah.
yeah.
And then, so are we still doing regular time?
We could probably do 8 if you guys are good at 8 or 8:30.
Yeah, because you figure it'll take at least 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8. We can probably do 8:30.
How's 8:30 or can you do 8?
Whatever.
8 would be squeezing.
Maybe sweet. I mean, I'm going with 8:30. It's fine.
Yeah, that works. Tuesday.
We could probably get done like an hour and a half.
All right. I just don't know what she's got going on that night. So I
Yeah.
don't know if she has a game or what.
Right.
Okay. We'll tentatively put it for 8:30, and then worst comes to worst, push it back.
All right. I appreciate it.
Cool. Episode 23 in the books.
Shout out Mike. Jordan, that is. Oh, Miller, I just saw your comment, dude. I'm sorry. I was in full screen. Same as Pickett. If he plays well, still would surprise a lot of people. What's different? Absolutely nothing's different. You're absolutely right. I mean, it's the NFL. Teams go as their quarterback goes. So, yeah, I don't disagree with that sentiment at all.
I think the only thing I would disagree with is Deshaun Watson getting paid $230 million to be 2020 Deshaun Watson.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Where I would also argue, Steelers took Pickett in the first round, so he also has.
Yep. They only did it
too.
to Dan Marino. I will die on that hill.
All right. For those that are watching, hang out for like 5 minutes. We're going to switch over. We're going to stream some pecs.
Pew, 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 pew.
You'll watch, I'm assuming, Mr. Lip screen because he is the topper tier Apex player.
The least.
Spencer.
Yes. I'm not that good.
Hey, listen, we had a good run last Thursday.
Did you?
Playing pretty good. No, us.
Oh, last
When we
Tuesday?
streamed.
Tuesday.
Did we stream Tuesday? I thought we went on Thursday.
It might have been a Thursday. I don't know. You know better than I do.
Yeah.
Last week when we got on, we had a pretty good run.
We did. We ended on a dubby. Shout out Dubby.
Hey!
Plug him. You thought we weren't going to plug him.
Shout out W. You thought.
Come on, my boy.
Listen,
Bro,
I was
I'm not
feeling a
gonna
little.
lie. I've been playing that since you said we were going to play Apex tonight at like 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yes. What? Yeah.
And I was feeling a little tired. But like, all I gotta do is just take this baby and pop her in a sugar bottle.
Plug him.
No jitters, no sugar, all the vitamins. I'm good to go. I can go all night. Shout out W. Get in there.
Well,
Get in there. You know what's up. Let me plug it real quick. Scan this code.
bang, bang.
10% off. It means you spend $100. You're getting $10 off that.
Good math.
Good math. Quick math. Scan it. Buy it. Live it. Love it. W. Shout out.
Yes, sir.
People still play that. Yes. Yes, we still play that. All right. Well, that's it for now. Give us 5-10 minutes. We'll switch over. Talk to you on there.
It was just
Till next Tuesday.